constant pressure in your hand, you want to open your fingers for a second and loosen that constant pressure. Here, going around the corner, already starting moving off of your inside leg. There you go, there you go. Now you got it like that, but look where you go. Take the diagonal and stretch. Because, you know, if the horse is hollow, it's if it's actually moving around the ring and hollow, it's almost impossible to sit to the trot. It will kill your back. So that's what leads to people slowing horses down to this near crawl that we see people doing in dressage today, because their horses are hollow. So they can't sit to the trot, so they have to slow them way down so that they can sit to the trot. But once again, that should be just the way you saw her do that. When you can sit to the trot in the full stretch, then you're ready to begin the process of bringing the horse up. Yeah. Very, very nice. Questions from you today? Very nice there. That was a very good one. Good leg yield position. Notice the shoulder is slightly in advance of the hindquarters. That's what we want in both the leg yield and in the half pass. The shoulder must slightly lead, otherwise you have a very good chance of hitting the horse's legs together. That was good enough. Good, 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 good. Now, be sure his neck is straight, a little twisted to the inside. It's so important that that neck be straight. Couple more steps. There we go, like that, like that, like that, like that. Yes, yes, very good. Got him on the neck, give a sugar. Really nicely done. The back end. The correct payoff starts from behind, as you saw with this one. We generate the energy behind. Whatever happens in front is a result of whatever is happening behind the back horse being over its back. Does that make sense? Not because we're teaching the horse. Like if you look at most horses today piaffing, all they're really doing is standing there stomping their legs up and down. They're not pushing off the ground. In real piaffe, the horse is pushing off the ground with his leg rather than doing this, which is dropping into the leg. This is what we're seeing in so many upper-level dressage horses today. They either don't lower at all. Some of them you'll see the hips even go higher when they piaffe because they're really just bouncing. Once again, if a horse is hollow and you try to get that thrust off the back legs, yes, they'll do it, but they'll pop their hindquarters up even higher, so the hips will get even higher, which means you're doing enormous damage to the horse's joints, especially the hock. So when we're transferring the piaffe to the rider, it takes two people. It's usually best to have someone on the ground. So I'm going to be doing basically what she was doing before, while she now teaches the horse the cues, which are to stretch. You stretch up. When you do the piaffe, you restrain your back. You stretch up and you keep your back a little tighter than normal. Both legs move back a little bit and you touch left and right in rhythm with the horse. All right? So I'm going to take the reins and work this part of it. So you're just going to be right there. Start touching your legs left and right. Left and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Good boy. What a good fellow. Oh, good boy. What a good fellow you were. So you're going to let him come to a stop, and you're going to stretch yourself up. Both legs are going to go back a little bit. You're going to start touching left and right, and you're just going to give him a little tap with the whip and see if he'll do a couple of steps for you. There, good, good. Another cut. Almost there. Again, another couple of steps. There. Tap a little bit more. There. Tap. Yes, right there. Beautiful. The movements always come in the same order, but they come in different places at times, just like a shoulder in. Shoulder in we can do down alongside, we can do a shoulder in reverse position, we can do a shoulder in on a circle. So the way we work in training is we want ultimately the horse has to be able to do all the lateral movement in all three gaits, but for instance now she'll start working in the half pass and this version of the trot, she's still just doing leg yields and shoulder ins. There you go. Like that. There, better bend, yes. Good job. Back to the left again. That was much better. Kind of tried to invert on you there at the very last minute, but that was good enough for today. So on the back to the right, and now let it stretch all the way down. That was good enough for your first day of doing half pass. So it's like this. We don't want to get stuck on something like that and do it over and over and over again. Now that just becomes part of the horse's everyday work. Really nice. Really nice right there. Very nice. Very good rhythm. Nice stretch throughout. Change across the diagonal again. The other thing about the stretch, folks, is it kind of erases your mistakes. You know, I don't care who you are, me included. We We all make mistakes when we ride horses, but if you come back to the stretch, the horse will forget about your mistakes. Whereas if you just keep pounding and hammering on the horse, it will not. Make a circle, and in the middle of the short side down there, ask him to canter. And circle. Good. Very nice. Well, this is part of the tools that we have. So we really ride with whips most of the time with horses, because if you don't have it, you know, you can't school your horse with the leg without pounding on the horse with your leg, which is something we never want to do. So that's why, as I always talk about all the time, the whip is the enforcer. You never want to go to spurs on a dull horse. They only get duller when you start riding with spurs all the time, especially for beginners to ride with spurs. I mean, no one who hasn't developed complete independence of their age should even think about putting spurs on with a horse, because what we'll end up doing is you'll end up spurring all of the time, and then the horse will just go dead to the spurs, and then they won't move at all. Basic element of training horses, and this is where dressage, the most basic element of natural horsemanship, if you want to call it, when I see people talking about this, is, and the first basic element of control is that the horse will yield its hindquarters to you. Okay. Which is just like you've seen horses in a field, how they walk up to each other, and if one doesn't like the other one, it quickly spins and threatens them, and the other one either backs down or it spins around, they kick at each other, and away they go. But usually the one walks up, and the alpha horse walks up and starts to spin, and the other one walks off and yields to that one. Well, that's what you're doing with a horse. So the most basic element of control, of getting the horse into the idea that, you know, it's going to at least listen to what you're saying, which is what it does with an alpha horse out in the field, is it has to yield its hindquarters. Really good there. I like it. Stay in the working walk. Again, it doesn't work correctly in the horse's mouth unless you have contact with the outside rein. Otherwise, when you pull on the inside, it's just sliding the bit back and forth through the horse's mouth, rather than when you hold the outside rein and give and take this rein, it works like a nutcracker kind of. It stabilizes the outside, so you're able to soften the horse's jaws, as opposed to just pulling the bit back and forth through the horse's mouth. Yes, good one that time. Nice, right there, keep that. And rise again. And now let those stretch all the way down again. Yeah, like that. Notice how much deeper that is after that again. Nice work. And a little bit by stretching up with your upper body. There you go, right there. That's where I want him, right there. That just a little bit more. Good. That's really good correction right there. Really nice, Roger. Really nice. Right there. It's a really good working trot. Right there. That's really good. Right there. Just softening a little bit back down into it. Good. There. Really good there. There's your working trot right there, Roger. Don't change a thing and go. Anybody tell me what collection is? Roger, you got it this morning?
Want me to try again? Every time you ask me this, I say it wrong. It's the degree that they lower the hind and in all three joints.
Exactly right. So once the horse is working over its back, it's the degree to which the horse lowers the three joints of the hind legs, and it can maintain that position, which is just like you and I. If you bend your legs, you can spring a lot higher off the ground, right? The same thing is true of the horse. But it bends the legs. If the back is not hollow, if the back is up, it springs up into that back, and when we get real collection, the front end of the horse just starts lifting off of the ground. That's why we get this feeling that the horse has nothing to do with how high the horse lifts its knee.